Alright, it's that love part. History repeats itself. We already know that. Whether or not history is accurate all the time or not, it's still what the majority believe. So whatever they push off as history, that's what it is, even if it's not all the facts. The people are losing their minds, okay? This is it's a very complicated issue, but people are nuts. People are going crazy. They're living in a fabricated reality. They got you in a box. Even when you think you're thinking outside the box, you're not. You're not. It's kind of like in the movie The Matrix, when they're hooked up into the false reality digital world, okay? And then people think they think that it's fake. They think what they'll do is they'll make them wake up like they're waking up out of a dream. They're waking up right back into another box, false reality. So you think you're waking up, but you're going from one false reality to another set of false reality. And I just don't understand how people don't see that this stuff, world events, staged stuff, has been going on and for a long time. People just don't get it. They just don't comprehend. They can't see in between the lines. I don't know. It's very complicated. New World Order, Illuminati, secret society stuff is very complicated. Freemasonry is very complicated to explain because it's so secretive, and it's been so secretive. But trust this, everything has been pretty much staged. Mostly everything, it's gone on for years and years. You gotta start accepting this stuff. It's a reality. It is a reality. This is, I'm not up here, I'm not supporting Trump, I'm not supporting Clinton, don't want to support any of them. I'm not up here trying, I don't have an agenda as far as political, religious, or anything like that. What I like to do is just exposing what I find to be truthful and trying to uncover some mysteries. Like, and I guess if I was in the group, then I'd have to be, probably be Shaggy, huh? I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm Scooby. I don't know. I'd rather be, Scrappy. I don't know. But the point is, you guys got to get through this. Don't get emotionally involved in this stuff because that's how they control you. You got to think, like I said before, like the Vulcans from the Star Trek movies, the pointy ear guys, okay? They do thought process without being emotionally attached, okay? So that you can think properly. Sometimes you can't think properly when you're angry or when you're excited. You're not thinking things through. Irrational and emotionally invested in things. It can be good and it can be bad, but sometimes you can do both. You can get emotionally invested in it and get your emotions out like I do here. Basically, it's a video diary, okay? And then you go back over it and try to separate your emotions from some of these topics, and you'll see a clear picture. And then you can get a better overall. But getting emotionally involved in any of this politics is really, it's a stress, unnecessary stress on you, on society, on others around you, for falling for it when you know it's not real. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, because you're getting wrapped up in something that's phony, and it's helping them to look legit. When you guys are getting upset about this stuff, you're getting upset, and you know, it's kind of hypocritical too. People that want to attack Trump just because he has white supporters. So what? Look at all the pro-blacks that were for Obama. Nobody said anything about that. They didn't say a damn thing. And I'm not pro-Trump. I'm pro-truth. Okay? Let's be honest about what's going on. He's the only one at least spitting out what you want to hear, what people want to hear, or what people are afraid to say that they won't say. He's saying what they won't say. But it's still an act. It's still a game. They're trying to make it look so genuine because they're letting him get away with all this PC incorrect stuff. Okay? This would not fly if they did not want him to be out there. It would not fly. This would not fly. These activities would not fly. This is all, you guys are all getting so emotional into this. It's ridiculous to do. Don't get emotionally attached to this shit, because it's bullshit. Get mad at Trump. You guys are doing exactly what they want. You're falling for the media, propaganda, brainwashing, and analyzing, and data gathering on you. Okay? This is all ways to just figure out what the public thinks and how they feel to control us. So don't get emotionally involved in this stuff when you realize it's just a bunch of, they're all in the same club. At the end of the day, they're shaking hands and drinking, buying drinks for each other at the bar, okay? That they all own. They're all in on it. I know that sounds on like the same answer over and over that people keep saying, oh, they're all in on it. The rich, the rich, the rich, they're all in on it. Not everyone rich is in on it, but very difficult probably to find a righteous rich person. But you can't be the judge of that, because I don't know all of them like some people do. Anyway, so with Trump, you got to, or any of these people, when you say don't vote for Trump, you're saying vote for Clinton, basically. And I don't want Clinton in there. I would not want none of these guys. I keep saying we should not support any of them. We shouldn't vote for any of them. What we should do is, like you said, if America could get organized enough, but they can't because it's Babylon, and that's exactly what it is they keep us separate because races, okay, and the lazy and the brainwashing, we will not gather together. But you are right about that. If we could gather together, and whites, blacks, Latinos, everybody got together and marched on, and he said march on and protest against Trump. No, protest against all the chumps. Not just Trumps, the chumps. All of them. Let's protest all of them. You can't just be one-sided just because you think someone's racist, okay? Because these guys, they're all racist. They're all racist. So, it's nothing new. But don't let that get angry. But if this guy, if they didn't want him around with because they're PC cults, okay? Politically correct cults. If they didn't really want him around, he wouldn't be allowed to go around doing the things he's doing. But you guys are doing, when you get mad and angry and involved, you guys are basically falling for it. It's like WWF, WWE wrestling, okay? When you were a little kid and you thought that was real, that arguments and the fighting was real and all that drama was real, it's not real. Politics is like wrestling. It's real let's say, you can ask a question: Is politics real or is it fake? Politics is real, fake. It's real, fake. Okay. Excuse me, I think the chemtrails has been causing me to cough a lot of phlegm and stuff up. But anyway, so you're emotionally attached to this, it's almost like a reality show, staged reality show, okay? You're emotionally attached to it, and it's the media that's pushing it. The media is doing more control than the politicians, because they realize the media is what sways the public opinion, even though they don't even trust the media anymore. See, they used to trust the politicians, then they didn't trust the politicians, so they had to use the media to sway the public opinion. But now the media is not to be trusted, and people are catching on to that. It's all a staged fucking thing. I can't say it anymore. It's so true. See through it, please. If you don't want to, then it's on you. But if you want to fall for all this shit and let it cause a heart attack or go to jail or hurt somebody else over this WWF style, drama, fake, scripted acting shit, or maybe it's non-script ad-lib with Trump. He's pretty smart about things, so who knows about that. The point is, if it's scripted or not, the point is it's phony, because they're all in on it. They are all in on it. The low man on the totem pole, it always ends up being like, oh, well, you're just saying that because you're uneducated, you're at the bottom, and you just don't know anything about that world. That may be true to a certain extent, but those guys, they don't even know, some of them never even shopped for themselves, okay? They've never been to the grocery store in their life. Okay? So, like I said, you don't want to vote for any of them. But what I wanted to say was, if we all united we stand, divided we fall. Divide and conquer is what they want to do to get us all. But if we needed to, what we should do is not just protest Trump, protest all of them. All we need is about 2 or 3 million man march. Peaceful protest march right up into the White House. Grab them by their breeches and the back of their shirt and toss their ass out of the White House. Okay? The White House that belongs to the people. Okay? And I know it sounds communist or whatever when I say it belongs to the people, but it does. You guys should look into the history of Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, what all that is, and the 9 square mile district. They only have authority that's 9 square miles. It's not supposed to go any further outside of Washington, D.C. Their authority is not supposed to extend out. Look into this. You'd be surprised. It's a big scam. The federal government is a corporate entity. Okay? It's a corporation. And you're just cooperating with it every time. So, if we had about 2 or 3 million men, unarmed, non-violent, and we just walked up there, and we planned it, and we all did it, and we all just walked up in there, they would have to either start shooting us or just let us do it. Because if we were unarmed and we just overwhelmed them with numbers, we show them we are the people. There's way more of us. There's way more of us than there is of them. Way more. We don't even have to use weapons. We just walk up there and say we ain't standing for it. And if they want to hit us with billy clubs and throw tear gas and all that shit at us and riot and rubber bullets and whatever, or fire real bullets, walk forward. Walk softly, carry a big stick, okay? But if we all walked in there peacefully, we could toss these jokers spades, trumps, cards, all these guys out. What would we do? How would we elect righteous people, though? I don't know. Because they're the ones that put them all up. They're the ones that pick who's elected. It's the elite that picks who's going to be voted for. Don't you guys realize that? All you poor people and middle class people, you don't even influence who is going to be voted for. Okay? The highest up is the ones that pick the people that are the candidates. Because they do. Because they have the money to do it. So, if you're getting emotionally involved in this, don't, because it's just a stage act. And if we walked with about 2 or 3 million men with no weapons and just walked in the White House, we could just toss their asses out. Toss them out and tell them, hit the road, Jack. You know, don't be, and you know what, you don't have to be colorblind, okay? They tell you you got to be colorblind, you know, they pushed all that shit. I'm not trying to sound mean racist. I'm trying to be real racist, okay? And purist. Colorblind is bullshit, okay? Because God made you with the ability to see color, to distinguish between different colors and different things, to make analogies, analysis, to analyze things, and to see what to compare, okay? And to know. Blueberries, blackberries. Oh, red apples, yellow apples. I know what it produces. I know what it does. I know what it affects. I can use sound judgment when looking at different colors and knowing, okay, I don't eat this kind of apple because it's got poison, or, you know, whatever. See, you get my drift. I'm going off into another racial thing. I think I'll save this for later. But last warning for this video, don't get emotionally involved in this because it's an act. And if we had the 2 or 3 million man march, we could just walk in there and take it back. But there's too much division right now. Too many lazy idiots that want Miller Low Life and their NFL, and that's all they want. And as long as you raise the minimum wage, they're happy, right along with the cost of living going up. It's a sad state, sad situation for people that are waking up. When you wake up out of things, you reflect back and you're like, wow, it's a lot of overwhelming stuff that is going on. You're just like, wow. Like that one guy, Queenie, said, wow. Wow. Anyway, I know I'm nuts. But I'm not stupid, you know. I'm not really, you know, when I get up here, I'm not scripted. I don't script. I don't make up a script. I don't have a script. I'm not reading from a book. I'm not, you know, I'm not doing any of that. So my emotions are coming out, right out of my head, right out of my mind, out of my tongue into these videos. And I'm a much better writer than I am a speaker, okay, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So my videos, if you watch my videos, they seem way different than what my writing is. And I've been blogging on a website. And once I learn more about how to navigate in that site, I'm going to make more blogs. And I liked my blog. I read my own blog. And it was critical, trying to be critical of it. I liked my own blog. Maybe it's because it's me that wrote it, but my writing is much better. I'm a much better skilled writer than I am a speaker. So just because people get up in front of a camera and I'm not scripted and I'm just coming from the heart, it doesn't make me ignorant. It just makes me honest, and it also makes me a target. But at the same time, whenever I'm open up to be a target, that opens you others up to be a target as well, because then you open yourself up to be vulnerable. But so this video is just about a lot of different things, but it was mostly about emotional attachment to politics. Don't do it.